This is Charles, and this basically is going to be a short video on the Warsun X65 series flashlight. Now this flashlights here are from two different years. I've had them for a couple of years. So I basically want to let you know that you can buy any of these lights, particularly this one here is a new model, so you'll end up getting this one for under $15. Very flood on the normal recess position of the head. It is focusable to a very hot spot. So basically, want to go over the difference between the two different years that they came out. This is the 2015 model. Warsun has everything on it the same way, but it came with a tripod ability to hook that up, as well as a belt clip. If you look here, it's basically the same, and it also came with a T6 XM-L Cree emitter, and basically it's 950 lumens on that. And I run the 26650 batteries in here for the best possible time. It did come with an insert for AAAs, which I do not use, because I literally, no matter what AAA battery I put in there, I couldn't get any more than I would say it was, I think it was like 1 hour and 2 minutes. It was really bad. On this 26650 batteries, I can get almost 4 hours of run time. That's pretty incredible. So basically, go over this one. Here's the 2015 model, a couple little variants. And this is the 2016 model, A6 or X65, and it comes with the L2 version of the same emitter, and you're getting 1,000 lumens on here, and it came with a lanyard instead of a belt clip. So as far as the lights and performance, let me go ahead and show you the batteries and how I have it set up. Okay, basically I was able to remove that cap. Takes two hands, unfortunately. Basically the 26650 battery that I'm running in that is the Ultrafire 5000 milliamp. These are 7 amp batteries. Nothing more can be taken from these. They are protected. Very good quality for this type of single emitter flashlight. And these will give you about 4 hours of run time. Now this is on the low. You might get maybe slightly higher than that, but this is really lasting about 4 hours. And so basically this is what I'm running in it to get the absolute best time, and we'll show you a couple beam shots here so you can kind of see what you're getting. And again, this is just a review on this to let you see it. It will be dark, so let's take a look. Okay, and it is dark. I'm going to go ahead and show you the 2015 version, and that's basically from ceiling to the floor. A humongous beam pattern, very floody and very white. There's very little, if any, blue at all. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in on this, and we'll show it to you here. And we're going to go ahead and zoom all that. And it's basically a square, and you can kind of see it's the outline of the actual Cree emitter there. So it's pretty interesting, but definitely when you zoom it in, you can kind of see there is a slight blue around the very edges of that emitter, but when you zoom it out, it disappears. I don't see it at all. It's very impressive with this light. Here I am on the floor holding it straight all the way up to the floor, to the side, and it goes well out over here to the other side of my garage. And this is a 2-car garage, so definitely a very wide beam pattern. Sorry about that. And we're going to go ahead and move to the other lights, the newer improved model. Okay, it's dark again. We're going to go ahead and show you the XM-L2 version. Still the same color temperature, maybe a slightly whiter, and Definitely same type of floody beam pattern with the clearly to the top of the ceiling wall above, as well as all the way to the floor, to the sides of my garage, all the way out to the other side. And it's a very wide beam, so you can see a large area at once. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom this in for you. And basically the only difference here is there's actually little dots in the emitter, and clearly showing you a slightly different. The other one appears to have some type of little lines going through it. So definitely less blue on this as well. I don't see any blue like the previous version of this light. So I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple other points that you can do with it. Basically holding it up and zooming that light out like that, and zooming that out, moves it up and down. So it increases the size of the flashlight, zooming it in, of course, as well as the beam. So we'll go ahead and do some final thoughts. Okay, so some final thoughts on this particular model. I've had this one for over a year, use it as an everyday, or every night, should I say. Whenever needed a light, it sits in my dresser, and it's ready to go whenever I need it. They are very, very reliable. I've had no issues whatsoever. Batteries, I don't recommend using the adapter with the 3 AAAs. You're just not going to get the light output as well as the runtime. It does come with O-rings. It's very well lubricated. They come. This is what I'm running in mine currently. I've had no problems with these. I've had these for a couple years as well. Is the what are these? D-World 3500 milliamp 2650s, and I've had no problems with them. A little bit loose around the jacket here, so like I said, if you're using them in a single cell application, I don't see a problem with it. If you're running multi-cells, might have a little problem, but for single cells at this time, they're working perfect. So again, this is my review on the Warsun budget light model number X65 series, and you can buy them on banggood.com for under $15. Incredible pricing for a very good light. Very nice light output and very well made. All right. Thank you. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.